Today we're going to be talking about Virtual's protocol. It's currently at a $1.1 billion market cap valuation, and it's currently attempting to recover to all-time highs. We had a massive crash in the crypto market in the last few months, and Virtuals was one of the projects that was hit the hardest, okay? Because AI projects, tech projects in general, not just in crypto, but companies, they absolutely crashed. And Virtuals really is just a beta play to the entire AI agent narrative across the world, right? And you can see, obviously, it had a massive come down, followed by quite a quick recovery. And I took the initiative to go and buy Virtuals when it was at 54 cents. I got a really, really quick 4x, okay? I took my initial out, and now the rest that I have in it is pure profit. And I'm going to ride this up for the entire bull run and then take profits whenever it, gets really frothy and when it looks like it's maybe getting really, really overbought on the larger time frames. Okay, right now it's still at a $1.1 billion market cap valuation. I don't deem that particularly high, especially when you consider how big AI is as a narrative and how much bigger it could get in the next few months if this whole can gets kicked down the road with the economy and we have another massive propped up run. I would not underestimate how high a project like this could go. As you can see, gave that buy alert at 54 cents. I do recommend joining the group so you get access to great buy alerts. That was my only buy alert for Virtuals. I did buy it previously, but then I sold it very quickly after, right? Because the chart invalidated my thesis. So I sold it at like a 2% loss and then I rebought back in and done very well. So we're going to talk a little bit about my thesis on this project, why I think it's going to do really well in the coming months. Should you be buying it now if you missed the boat on that dump? We'll talk about all of that in this video. So if that sounds interesting, please make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out the VIP group for my buy and sell alerts. Obviously, the market right now is seeing a bit of a dump across the board. Most altcoins are down 10%, 12%, something like that. Virtuals today is down 8%, so it is seeing a little bit of a retracement. The question is it now a buy? And I would say it's okay to buy a little bit here, but I wouldn't be going heavy buying Virtuals at these current prices personally. If you look at the RSI, it's pretty overbought on the daily. And, there's a good amount of support pointing down towards kind of 1.32 in price action. Okay, so I think it's a strong possibility that we could come down to this region here, somewhere around 1.32. Somewhere like 1.38. That's where I would probably be buying again if I was a sideliner. But obviously, if you're buying now, you've got to realize that it was at 37 cents in price not that long ago. Now it's at $1.78. So you are buying it up a lot. But obviously, if you zoom out, you're still buying it way below all-time highs. So what I'm going to say is it's not a terrible time to DCA a little bit, but there are much better opportunities potentially in the market than buying Virtuals at this current price. But if you're currently a holder like myself, there's no reason really to be worried about this. This is just a minor correction. The overall market's correcting a little bit. I expect a continuation of this once we cool off a little bit. I think if we could come down to 1.32 and then start bouncing again, that would be really, really nice structure on the chart. And when you look at the project and what they're doing, it all seems to be going in the right direction. There's a ton of hype coming around the whole ecosystem. The Genesis launches. Basically what this does, it allows you to bet on all these different AI agents. There's absolutely loads of them with all different use cases. I'm not going to get into them all individually. A lot of them are pretty kind of weird and boring and useless, but some of them definitely have some clear use cases. Okay, you can see this one really weird. AI girlfriend, that doesn't sound the most appealing to me. But you have some other things as well, which maybe has a bit more utility, a bit more value. But yeah, I think the project generally is going to do very well. It is very speculative, obviously. Like, how does it get a $1 billion valuation here based on these agents? I mean, I'm not convinced it deserves that, but this market can be irrational for a very long time. I'm convinced that a lot of the Mag 7 stocks are already overvalued. When you look at their earnings, when you look at all of that stuff, it doesn't really warrant some of the prices that they currently have, but it's very, very forward looking. Okay. So a $1 billion valuation on virtuals, well, it might seem like a lot. In crypto terms, it's absolutely nothing. Axie Infinity last bull run went to 10 billion based on pure speculation and hype. Okay, it wasn't even a good game. It went to 10 billion. So for me, virtuals could easily hit 10 billion. If we go and put on the fibs and we look at some potential higher prices on virtuals, you'd be looking at maybe $8.15 for the 1.618. You'd be looking at $12.95 for the 2.618. So if virtuals has a really good run, I could see it getting all the way up to that $12.95 valuation. And, that would be pretty nice. I think it could even go higher than that. I'm saying it could hit 10 billion. If we do a 10x on the current price, that would be $17. So realistically, that 3.618 seems doable. Okay. I'm not saying it seems highly, highly likely, but it seems very doable that we could get to that. Obviously, I'll be taking profits way before then because I got into virtuals all the way down at 50 cents. So if it goes up to 17, that's almost a 20x. Okay. You'd be taking profits on the way up if you've got some common sense. I think that's always a thing to do. Now, in terms of the whole AI agent narrative, I think this is very much in its infancy and it's gaining a lot of traction. Okay. There's this podcast here, Diary of a CEO. 3 days ago, they put out this podcast. It's got 1.2 million views already. And I watched a lot of it. Interesting debate. But these types of things spark hype. People are discussing it. People are debating it. It's generating hype. And it's the next evolution of AI. And whether you like virtuals or not, it's definitely going to get some of that market share, some of that mind share, and obviously going to pump as a result of that. You have Mario Nafol tweeting about Google and their AI agents. You've got this, which is just staggering. You can see this is basically the last 5 years with the search term AI agents. It's absolutely exploded. No one was even searching about this in 2021. 2023, no one was searching about it. It's only recently it's absolutely skyrocketed in its search hype. Okay, you could say. You can see all the different countries around the world, China, the US, everyone is searching AI agents because it's a new thing, it's catching hype. And if you know anything about crypto, crypto is great at harnessing hype from the real world. I remember buying metaverse projects in crypto, knowing the thing that I was buying had very little value, but knowing that it would go up because of mainstream hype around the whole idea of the metaverse. Okay. It was massive. When Facebook changed to Meta, it's all that was getting discussed. CNBC, the news, they were all talking about the metaverse. And I had the intuition to go and buy metaverse cryptos because I knew that crypto is a deregulated space for hype. Real world narratives, all those things come into crypto and people speculate. Okay. And it was the metaverse last cycle. This cycle, it's AI. And now more than ever, it's AI agents. So this is my bet for that sector. I've given you my potential price targets. I maybe be allocating like 5% of a portfolio to something like virtuals. I wouldn't go over 10% because of its speculative nature, but I do think it can do really good returns. Okay, so hopefully you gained some value from this video. If you did, please make sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Also, check out the VIP group. I just dropped a meme coin buy alert literally a couple days ago. It's already up more than 2x. You've seen my virtuals buy alert. Absolutely couldn't have been more spot on, really, when you look at it. Bought it at 54 cents. It went to $2 within like a few weeks. I mean, you just sit there, you put $1,000 in, a few weeks goes by, you got $4,000 basically. I mean, where else can you do that other than crypto? And we do that on a routine basis in the VIP group. And you get 24/7 Discord chats. Okay, I'm getting in voice chat calls on a daily basis. We're talking about the markets. The results speak for themselves. The reviews also speak for themselves. 33 5-star reviews. You can't go wrong, guys. Check it out. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.